can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it?
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
He's brought down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Winston. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Stafford. A slant to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And the Lions.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on second and 14. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27.
First and
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
touchdown.
Kerryon Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Panthers nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to look, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 77 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The left side completion to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Complete to
DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field in the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Lions 14. Panthers.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Lions 14, Panthers 13.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out.
Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jamie Collins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Back at the 25-yard line.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
2nd down and 8. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. For Jameis Winston, boy, an NFL record 7 pick-sixes thrown last year, part of his 30-interception season, and he throws another wayward ball here that's returned the distance. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Back to it after the pick-six. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Lions 26, Panthers 20.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
To Kenny Galladay.
A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards.
And the Lions first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
At the 3-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. And this is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Prater on to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
The score, Lions 33, Panthers 20. Matt Prater to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Will Harris there to make the play. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action now, Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Winston. That's complete to Trenton Cannon, the running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now, that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Throwing is Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
Jamie Collins makes
the veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Winston looking downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there, and what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think. so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will shrink to 6. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7 brings up.
Looks like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On second down, Johnson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
TJ Green.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Stafford here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Stafford on first down. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. To the air again, Stafford. And this one's incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third and long, it's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Intended for Kenny Galladay.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Makes the score.
And that will make this a 9-point lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Lions 36, Panthers 34.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, it's Stafford. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw is Winston. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now look at him go. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd and goal, Stafford. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
10 at their own 10-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Winston to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Winston looking for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Touchdown, Detroit.
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the play fake, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Back at the 42.
3rd and long for Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
For DJ Moore. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Today's final score, Lions 48.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.